Everything in life is a trade-off. If you want to be married to the guy that is going to be very successful, the trade-off is he's going to be at work.
Sophia learned a new word today, guys. How do we do this for Sesame Street? The word of the day is finna.
It's Sofia Franklyn. You are listening to Sofia with an F, and the F is for phenomenal. Welcome to Sofia with an F. I'm sitting here with my flesh and blood, my favorite person, and essentially my co-host, Alex. How art thou?
I'm doing great. Thank you for that introduction. I loved it.
You're very welcome. Alex and I just got done talking to my significant other. I can't bring myself to call him my boyfriend. That's like too crazy. That's too...
Why?
That's too major. It's like I might as well say I was just talking to my husband, my baby daddy.
Okay, so you'd rather refer to him as your baby daddy over your boyfriend?
Yes, because I have commitment issues.
Okay, we know that.
Also don't want people to think I'm off the market.
That's some... I'm not sure he's going to want to hear that.
Okay. That was
No, but I get it. Like, I'd never, ever post my boyfriend.
It's in real...
But it's not like because I'm trying to hide that I'm off the market. So maybe that's something else.
No, I was obviously f***ing around. I don't like to say that in such a public setting as this one.
Mm-hmm.
Like if oh my God, Alex and I went to my friend's going away dinner party thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I would not shut the up.
No, you would not.
About having a boyfriend.
Oh, wait, really?
Yes.
I didn't hear that. I just heard you wouldn't shut the up and I was like, yes. But you didn't shut the up about your boyfriend?
I mean, there were only two things I was talking about. My current boyfriend and then like little funny remarks about my ex-boyfriend.
That's true.
I'm becoming that girl. My entire personality is just the men I date.
Well, that's okay because the two men that you date were more entertaining than the 18 other guys that were there. So, you know.
That's some real shit. So in my day-to-day life, I talk about him.
Right.
When, for whatever reason, on socials and shit, I don't feel a need. And also because we have decided for right now, at least to just like keep things private. And I think the second I start talking about having a boyfriend and it opens it up to people being weirdos and figuring out whoever the fuck he is, you know?
Right.
And then I have a issue on my hands.
Right.
Okay.
You have a boyfriend though, so.
Yeah, I have a boyfriend. So that was really fun. I'm glad.
Who I like a lot.
What did you think about that phone call?
I think that he really, really, really loves you. I think we'll cut this. I think he really, 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 really has money.
Yeah.
Which, as much as you want to joke around about the bank account on the first date, this guy checks that box.
He checks it off
with flying colors.
With a permanent marker.
Mm-hmm. We can agree that financial is above looks, right?
Are you kidding? Any women who are still out here trying to land the hot guy or wondering why the sexy guy is not responding to them, grow up, love yourself enough to realize those guys don't matter. Gum on the bottom of my shoe. The only dudes that matter are the ones that you're going to feel safe with because they take care of your heart and they take care of you. Let me ask you this, though, because everything in life is a trade-off.
Right.
If you want to be married to the guy that is going to be very successful, the trade-off is he's going to be at work.
Sophia learned a new word today, guys. How do we do this for Sesame Street? The word of the day is finna. Urban Dictionary, what does it say? I would say it says the likes of finna. To do the act.
That's
so in a
good.
context example, how did you use it?
I said, I finna the dishes. That's not how you would use it. I know how to use it.
We're finna go to the bodega.
I know, but then wouldn't you say, I finna the bodega? No.
I'm finna head to the bodega.
Okay, so I know that word and slang became a thing years and years and years ago,
right.
and it's no longer a thing. I find it really, 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 really funny to use outdated words, to use cringy terminology, and to use it completely wrong.
Okay, well, I'm pretty sure I used that seriously and recently, but that might just be the Gen Z in me. But where were we?
We were talking about trade-offs.
Right.
Everything in life comes with a trade-off.
Right.
So if you want to be with a guy that is uber successful, he's going to be at work. It was so hard for me to not just say finna. He's going to be working around the clock. Therefore, he will not be home with you that often to help you raise your kids, to spend quality time with you, to spend quality time with the kids. And it's like, I don't know, like, what is more important? I was having this conversation with one of my really good friends, and she said, she straight up told me, she was like, so I grew up with a dad who was a pilot who was gone 2 weeks out of the month.
Mm-hmm.
And she said that her mom really struggled with that her and her brother struggled with like not seeing their dad that much, and that now in her relationships, it's very important that she's with a guy that can be home and be helping significantly.
Interesting. Because when you first said that, I was like, that sounds like my wet dream.
What?
I'm with someone who's financially stable but like financially comfortable.
Yeah.
And he's just at work all the time. Thank God there's no one else I love more than myself. There's no one else I have more fun with than myself. I love being by myself. I love it. Then on top of that, I am in an incredible relationship where I can get whatever I want. Not necessarily, but like comfortable.
Yeah.
Sounds like a win. But then you brought in the kids.
Right.
Well, then at that point, then we bring in a nanny.
You have a nanny, but I think I'm underestimating how hard it is to not only have kids, but to also try to have a job as well.
I mean, people are out here doing just that.
I know, and they're doing it, and it's just insane to me. And I think I'm going to always have to have my own stream of income.
100%.
You know, I'm always going to need that. I think, I mean, this could change, but I think the stay-at-home mom thing would be very fulfilling, and I want to spend a lot of time with my kids, but I also just feel like I need to have that little something on the side that's just my own.
Yeah, for sure.
So if we're talking that, and I can barely work as it is now. So
that's real. Not saying that you can't work right now, but like I feel that.
I mean, last night we were gonna do some work, and I was just like, no, I can't do it. Like, I don't feel good. I just got way too tired. We're not doing it. So when you have kids, you can't be like,
oh, I have a tummy ache.
Yeah.
I'm going to just sit this one out.
like, go make mommy her Pepto-Bismol vodka drink.
Mm-hmm.
And like your kids are crying and they're starving. Like, so that doesn't work. And then to also add a job on top of that, I could see myself getting pretty frustrated if my husband was just like, you know, strolling in 10 p.m. saying he needs to go straight to bed.
I get it.
So I don't know. It's something to think about.
Well, you're going to have to think about it soon because I think you're going to get... Those years are approaching at a rapid speed.
There's just this big elephant in the room, which is I want all of these things. I want it with this guy. He does not live in America. He lives in Europe. Okay?
This old thing.
I don't know even how to really fully proceed with my own life here.
Yeah.
Like, can I tell you what? Like, can I explain it to you?
Yeah.
So the plan, he can't up and leave because of his job.
Right.
I'm very fortunate where I can technically do this job from wherever.
Mm-hmm.
And even if I can't, because it's like, yes, technically I can do it from wherever, but you know, I have to go to Los Angeles. I have to be in New York.
Mm-hmm.
There's certain places I just have to be. But as soon as I wrap up, I can head back to Europe, you know?
Right.
Like there's nothing making it so that I straight up cannot move from here. I can absolutely move.
Great.
However, do I want to? How am I going to feel living in Europe and, you know, my friends and my family are not there unless I'm flying them in?
Right.
Which is what I basically already do.
Right.
But it's still like a whole, you know.
Well, I think it's time to get uncomfortable.
Ooh, okay. I kind of like that. But it's doing this weird thing where in my day-to-day life, I feel like I'm in limbo.
Oh.
Because there's all of these things that I want to do. And then I think to myself, well, you're going to be doing this exact same thing in Europe in 6 months from now, in a year from now. So why would you like put time, money, energy into this thing here? Let me give you an example. My apartment.
Mm-hmm.
I've decided that obviously I'm going to furnish it and design it and buy all the art and complete it 100%. I would be lying if I told you I'm not kind of dragging my feet a little bit because he is talking about this other apartment in Europe that we're going to live in.
Yeah. So he bought you an apartment over there.
He didn't buy me an apartment. He rented an apartment.
Okay, so what you're saying is like you might be dragging your feet a little bit on finishing, furnishing, and doing the art for this apartment because you have a whole nother apartment to worry about.
Yeah.
In a different country with your partner.
Yes.
Well, I think we know where the long term lies.
My life, I just kind of feel like it's like a little...
It's like at a fork, kind of.
Yes. And you know what Robert Frost would tell me to do right now?
What?
Take the road less taken. AKA go to in Europe, is what he would say.
All right. Well, you don't want to disappoint Mr. Frost, do you?
I don't want to disappoint him.
You can just leave this place for me. I'll keep it warm for you. I'll enjoy the art. Yeah. The furniture is great. Loving the dead cow right here.
Yeah, this is a vegan's dream. This cowhide rug. Do you know that I spent days making sure I got a cowhide rug that was done ethically? Like it wasn't like the cow was killed to make a rug. It was done in a humane-ish way. I don't remember exactly what, but I did.
I'm just going to pretend you didn't say that and keep going. Okay,
we're going to move on from my fucking life and let's talk about one of my really good friends, Lucy. If you're like me and want a nicotine routine that fits your lifestyle, check out Lucy Breakers. These nicotine pouches are 100% pure nicotine and totally tobacco-free. The best part? Each pouch has a little capsule you can pop for an extra burst of flavor and hydration. Trust me, it is a complete and total game changer. I've been hooked on the mango flavor lately. It's super refreshing. It tastes amazing. I usually go with the 4 milligram strength, and it's perfect for those moments when I need to reset and refocus. Plus, Lucy makes it easy with a subscription that delivers straight to your door, so you'll never run out. Let's level up your nicotine routine with Lucy. Go to lucy.co/Sofia and use promo code Sofia to get 20% off your first order. Lucy even has a 30-day refund policy if you change your mind. Again, that's lucy.co and use code Sofia to get 20% off. And here's the fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Losing weight is tough, but Noom is making it easier than ever. You probably know Noom as a leader in behavior change and sustainable weight loss, but now they're taking it a step further with Noom GLP-1, a compounded semaglutide that helps you lose weight and keep it off. And the best part, it's actually affordable, starting at just $149. For those who qualify, Noom GLP-1 ships right to your door in just 7 days. But Noom is more than just medication. Their proven program pairs GLP-1s with Companion, a guide designed to help you build lasting habits and maintain muscle while losing fat. Plus, you'll have access to a doctor, a coach, and a supportive community right from the app. Noom GLP-1 starts at $149 and is delivered to your door in 7 days. Start your GLP-1 journey today at Noom.com. That's Noom.com. Noom, the smart way to lose weight. Not all customers will medically qualify for prescription medications. Compounded medications are not reviewed by the FDA for safety, efficacy, or quality. Sometimes I want to talk to you about certain things, and then I stop myself because I'm like, is that just a specific to Sofia and Alex? So nuanced, so fucking out there, so bananas that no one else will pick up what we're laying down.
That's so interesting because I feel like Sloots, correct us if we're wrong. We kind of be on some shit that some people don't relate to. So the fact that you are saying that you're hesitant makes me, I want to know. What are you talking about? Try the Sloots.
I'm going to try the Sloots. And Sloots, this is not me being like, oh my God, we're just like on our fucking bullshit and no one can keep up. What I mean is sometimes you get so insular with a person and so deranged.
Crazy, psychotic, sick in the fucking head.
Yes. But I guess, honestly, it's like anyone who has a sister. I feel like you guys have these inside jokes and just weird things that only your sister would understand what the fuck you're trying to say.
Right.
But this is what I was thinking about. I don't always mean what I say.
Right.
When it comes to dudes.
Right. Of course. I don't think I've ever said any truths to a man.
Thank you. The thing is now that I'm trying to be in a healthy relationship, I'm starting to try to reel it back in and be an adult. For example, we were just on FaceTime with my boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
I told him that verbatim, these words are what came out of my mouth. I don't feel like I have a boyfriend. I feel like I'm single. And if I don't feel like I have a boyfriend, like, what are we doing? I said some crazy shit in that same vein.
Yeah, which out of nowhere. I mean, the only thing that's going on, you guys, is he's just in another country. And she's like, I feel single. Like, do I even have a boyfriend? Like, do you even feel like my boyfriend? Like,
Okay.
the only thing he's doing wrong, which isn't fucking wrong, is he's literally just across the way.
Yeah.
But to you, does it even feel that way? Or you're just saying it to say it?
So me saying to my boyfriend, point blank, I don't feel or think I have a boyfriend, therefore I will think and feel as if I'm single, translates to I am feeling distant from you. I'm feeling like I really need reassurance from you. And can you please tell me right now that you're in love with me, that there's a future here, that this is real, and you love me more today than you did the day you met me.
So you're insecure?
I guess.
Interesting. Which is really interesting because he is so loving, so kind, making it very clear. Maybe he's not making it clear.
He's not. This is the thing, Alex.
But he's just keeping his cool. He's just being normal. But I guess the issue lies with you being the opposite of normal and you being fucking deranged and crazy.
That's true.
But I think a lot of girls are out here like saying, do you love me? To their boyfriends.
And
like, I see that all over TikTok. Like guys imitating their girlfriends. And they're like, do you still love me?
Yeah.
So I don't think you're alone in that sense. But I do think, like, he's like, oh, I'm just at work, baby. Like, what are you doing? And you're like, I just feel like I don't have a boyfriend. Like, I feel single. He's like, what the literal fuck?
So anytime a girl asks a guy, do you love me, baby? My version of that is, I don't feel like I have a boyfriend, and I'm finna be acting like I'm single.
I'm a motherfucking city girl.
And that as well.
Like what? You feel like you're for the streets?
No, what are we talking about? Okay.
If you're single, you're in the streets.
Yeah. Take me out the club.
Take me out the trap.
Market. I'm trying to hit the group chat.
Tell him it's on facts.
So, yeah. So I think that the majority of people would ask the questions if they're having an insecurity flare up. Do you love me? Or, yeah, do you love me? They would ask it. They would be direct and they would ask that question. Yeah. Instead, I come in like a bat out of hell saying fucking... I don't think I have a boyfriend. I'm single. Bye. Oh, and then I proceeded to basically just get off the phone.
Right.
So I want to work on that. But my question is, you and I speak the same language. Mm-hmm. And you used to talk crazy to dudes.
Yeah.
I've noticed that now in your relationship, you're not saying crazy, wild, out of pocket shit the way that I'm still doing. So I want to know what's changed.
Well, two things.
Okay.
First thing, which is, I don't want to say I'm more secure than you are.
Well, no, I assumed that you must feel more secure.
But I think
probably in the relationship, you definitely feel more secure than how I do in mine.
Yeah. So there's that. But also, because you're right, you and I do speak the same language. We really do. And I feel like I was speaking that kind of language. Mm-hmm. And my boyfriend one day was like, And his opinion doesn't sway me in any direction. It means nothing. But he said...
Well, but when they have a point and you're kind of being destructive,
crazy.
Sometimes it's like, oh.
He sat me down. He's like, that's not cute. Guys don't think it's cute. It's not funny. I don't think it's funny. No one else would think that's funny.
I do.
So you need to stop that because I don't appreciate it. I was like, oh. Okay. So you don't think me saying like I'm gonna wear a slutty outfit and walk down the street and see who kidnaps me isn't funny? Okay, well I'll tone that down a notch. So maybe that's kind of why. And I, believe it or not, I do respect him and I love him more than anything in the world. So I did tone down the craziness, at least in front of him.
I think it's phenomenal that you did. Because it's not like, you're right. It's like funny to you and I. Mm-hmm. No one else finds it funny. And we laugh enough as it is. Like we really don't need to be talking fucking crazy for like our amusement. True. Especially if it's hurtful to people we love.
Emphasis on hurtful.
Yeah.
So Sophie and I just found out there's other people in this world that aren't us. And we're learning as we go.
Let's talk about Klarna, because I love to swipe a card. You know what I don't love? Interest. That's where Klarna comes in, your everyday smarter spending partner. With Klarna, you can split your purchase into 4 interest-free payments, helping you manage your budget without the extra stress. Whether you're shopping in the Klarna app or with the Klarna card, it's all about flexibility and smarter spending. Plus, Klarna isn't just about payments. You can compare prices at your favorite stores and even earn cash back when you shop in the app. It's effortless, it's smart, and it's designed to help you get more value from every purchase. Choose Klarna at your favorite retailers or shop now at Klarna.com. CA residence loans made or arranged pursuant to a California finance law license. NMLS number 1353190. Klarna balance, account required. Klarna may get a commission. Limitations, terms, and conditions apply. Hey ladies, I need you to stop what you're doing and listen to me. Seriously, pay attention. There's something I've been wanting to share, and it's called strong cell. We're all getting to that age where our bodies are just not what they used to be. You know what I'm talking about. You don't have the energy you used to have. Your skin isn't as soft and glowing as it used to be. Your hair isn't as thick or shiny. You just don't feel or look the same, and it sucks. But it's 2025, baby, and there are advancements happening all around us and at lightning speed, and we don't have to roll over and accept defeat. Let me introduce you to Strong Cell and all of my favorite players. It's got NADH, CoQ10, and marine collagen in it, which all act as a lifeline to your body's cells. It's simple. There are cells in every single area of your body. If your cells are healthy and kicking ass, then you're gonna be healthy and kicking ass. Strong Cell is the only company to make NADH that actually gets to your cells, and it comes in a yummy daily drink. I think I've noticed the biggest difference in my energy levels because I normally walk around under a little bit of a haze and varying degrees of fatigue. After I've been taking this every day, I just feel like my energy levels are more stabilized and I'm not crashing multiple times throughout the day. Go to strongcell.com and insert code Sofia to get 20% off. Seriously, strongcell.com now. That's spelled STRONGCELL. You want to look and feel 20 again? Then go get you some Strong Cell now. I think I really have thought men are robots.
They are, in a sense.
Like, I really just forget that men are human beings that actually have feelings and emotions and intellect. And I've been walking around treating them like they're NPCs. And it's like oh my God, I almost just said his name. My boyfriend, he needs a name once and fucking for all. I cannot keep
I don't
doing
like
this.
Whatever name you gave him last time, James.
I don't even remember.
I don't fucking
Jim
know.
and the Giant Jean Stock.
Let's give him a cool name.
Fred. What rolls off the tongue?
His real name?
Sam.
All right. All these white guys are like
Bob.
Listening, like hearing
Brad.
their name.
What's like another? I always say Brad.
Just say my boyfriend.
Okay. My boyfriend made it clear to me. I felt bad, okay, when I got off the call. So when I got in the studio, I called him back and I said, hi, I just wanted to make sure that you weren't mad at me.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I'm not mad at you. I do find it a bit offensive when you say things like that.
Oh, he did? I didn't hear that part.
Mm-hmm.
Offensive.
He used the word offensive.
Okay, well, you don't want to offend anyone.
But it's so crazy. How does he not understand? It's not a dig. It's not me being a bitch. Me saying I'm single and I feel like I don't have a boyfriend is literally me saying I'm so obsessed with you that I need you to let me know that the feeling is mutual.
Right. Which people always say that actions speak louder than words, but in your case, it sounds like you need the words more than the actions because this guy got you an apartment.
Right.
He just bought you a plot of land. XYZ. And you're like, I just don't feel like you're my boyfriend, which you're needing the words more than the actions, which is completely different than what like society says.
That's really smart, Alex. That's like a very intelligent takeaway.
Thank you.
And I agree with you.
Which is very interesting because one can look at that and say, well, it's a lot easier to say, I love you, I love you, I love you. You mean the world to me than to provide housing for one.
Yeah. Yeah.
But one weighs heavier than the other one for you. And I think that just goes to say, like, you know, whatever you went through in the past and shit is why you are the way that you are. So it's not necessarily wrong.
Well, I think that the actions are also happening in this like far away imaginary land in my brain because we're long distance.
Right.
No, you're 100% right. I get very obsessive and clingy about words. And in my last relationship, I dated a guy who every 30 seconds was giving me reassurance.
Mm-hmm.
You're so beautiful. You're so hot. I love you so much. You're so perfect. You can do nothing wrong. I would die without you. I don't know how I could live without you. And it was just like, you know.
Yeah.
Around the clock 24/7.
Yeah.
I don't think that that's what I want, but it's what I'm used to. And so I just need to check myself.
Yeah.
Because you're right. Words are just words at the end of the day. And I actually think when you're doing that and it's like you're really bombarding someone with love language, that's also a little bit scary too.
Right.
It's like, okay, is this aligning with all the other shit that you're, you know, supposed to do for me or be for me? And you're right. Actions at the end of the day are more important. So that's just a little bit about me. But I really like that your boyfriend kind of checked you on that. I think
didn't. I was like,
I mean,
I'll respect it because you're my boyfriend and I love you.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna keep doing me.
No, but I've noticed it because when I hang out with you guys, I'll say like crazy shit.
And I'm like,
he doesn't make a peep, you don't make a peep, and it's just like we just keep going about our date. That's how my guy is. He doesn't laugh when I say shit like that.
right.
It is dead silent, you know?
So do you think you're gonna follow my lead and kind of tone it down a notch?
No.
Okay. I'm really glad we had this talk.
Okay, next. Let's talk about... Alex and I just took a quick potty break. I don't flush the toilet when I'm at home, but not on purpose. I don't know what it is. Do you do that?
No.
But you did tell me your toilet's black.
It is black. And
is that the new thing?
I mean, it's just like a really modern bathroom, but
yeah.
The reason why I was telling her that it was black was because actually I don't know if I really want to go into that.
We don't need to get into that.
Let's just say cum is white and the toilet is black. Let's keep going.
Okay, so Alex, you told me that you have something that you wanted to read aloud.
Okay, I did.
Okay.
So you guys could assume that Sofia and I get fucking crazy DMs. I mean, Sofia especially, but, you know, I get some crazy ones that trickle here and there. And this probably takes the cake. Okay. Not necessarily like the content, but the length of it, okay?
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
I mean, people are always in the DMs like, oh my God, send nudes, send feet pics, send... you know,
vagina
whatever.
pics.
Yeah.
Right.
This guy? Ready?
Okay.
Start making and selling burping videos, please. I would definitely make myself your loyal customer using my bank card to pay and buy burping content videos from you. You should make videos showing off your burping on command skills. I'd love to buy videos from you letting out burps/burping out loud. If you record yourself letting out burps/burping out loud and sell the videos, I'd be more than happy to pay for them using my bank card. Have you ever thought about doing it? Please consider it. Take it into consideration and it's extra financial income for you. Have fun and don't be shy. XO. That's so fucking long to say the same thing over and over and over again.
Why is he calling it a bank card?
Like your debit,
you could just
credit
money.
Like you mean you're about to pay me from a fucking Visa gift card you got at Walmart for $100? Like what are you talking about?
You definitely don't need to say bank in front of the word card.
And anyone that's listening to this is like, oh, I'm going to DM her too. Can we throw the number? Just put the number up there. Maybe I'd be more willing.
Such a good point. I think there is such a crazy amount of guys in the DMs asking for you to send them particular things. Mm-hmm. Put the dollar amount.
Yeah.
Put the dollar amount, and also there needs to be a way that girls can respond to these dudes and send them what they so seek. Mm-hmm. But feel safe in sending it.
I think that already exists. I think it's called OnlyFans.
But I think there's a lot of women that they don't want to go and start an OnlyFans.
Right. Know? But how many women are actually receiving messages
creepy
like that?
Ass dudes? I want to say.
But for money?
I want to say a good chunk.
Really?
I think so. Yeah.
But that are real.
Well, that's the other thing. You know what? There should just be a separate place for DMs requesting content. But the only way that your submission can go through is if you do pay a premium. I need to know you're serious, so you need to pay $5 to even ask for something. Okay.
I love that, and I'm pretty sure that still is OnlyFans, which it's honestly starting to sound really, really good.
I literally just explained OnlyFans, and I'm like, I'm going to start an app.
I know. I feel like I've gotten to the point where I'm able to decipher the ones that are real and that are fake. Not like I fucking do anything with the real ones,
but so I would love to know, like, what are certain things that you can read within the message that signal this dude's for real? I mean, I feel like even I can kind of tell.
I feel like when they like
are specific,
are like showing like really vulnerable, like, oh, like if you posted this shit on your story and like I would get fired from my job and a bunch of shit, then I feel like they're being for real.
So basically, if the dude is being so transparent and so real and what he's asking for is pretty fucking gnarly.
Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, you fucking do this shit. Like, you're actually out here paying these fucking strangers on Instagram.
Right. Yeah. Because what would be, I'm sure this happens, but what would be the point in a dude creating a fake account to write a girl some crazy shit and ask her to do some crazy shit that makes him look crazy only as like a prank?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, why would, like, you know?
Yeah.
Why would someone go to those lengths?
Yeah.
So I think that's really smart. Like the kind of the kinkier the request.
Yeah.
Probably the more real it is. I also think the more info that they include.
Right.
Like
if you DM me from your actual Instagram account, I can click on your bio. It takes me to your fucking Facebook account. I can look at your mutual friends. I can look at where you went to high school, who your mom went to fucking college with, XYZ. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
You're ready to throw it all away for this pussy.
Is there anything that is a dead giveaway that someone's just like fucking around?
Like if they have like a picture of a car as just kidding.
I mean that, or, and correct me if I'm wrong, not that you would fucking even really know, but like if a dude just writes feet pics ? That makes me think it's not. Well, A, you're wasting my time.
Because what, you're going to go back and forth? Oh, yeah, like, how much were you thinking? Like, no, I don't have fucking time for that.
Well, and also, he didn't even say, like, oh, I will pay you.
Right.
Like, you know how many, specifically Snapchat, I don't know all the men with the foot fetish all had, like, they're all part of this online Reddit group. And they're all like, okay, guys, Snapchat is where it's at. Half of my requests on Snapchat are about my feet.
Really?
Yes. You think your Instagram DMs are crazy? We need to look at your Snapchat. Do you have a Snapchat?
No. I have it just for like you reasons, like for work shit.
Right.
But I did go on it like on the flight for some reason. I had like 4 Snapchats from just guys and that are just like in the mirror, like,
they sent you pictures.
No, like videos of them just like chilling like in their apartment. It's like, you are literally 34 years old. Like, please don't Snapchat me. A, why the fuck do you have Snapchat? B, I don't know you. C, what the fuck are we doing? Men are really still out here doing that shit.
Men should not take selfies ever for any fucking reason. Ever. I don't even think women are doing that anymore. They're not.
We're doing candids, I think.
Yeah. So that's really interesting. And that's a crazy fucking DM. And I like...
Burping? Can you burp?
I love how you just read the craziest DM and we got caught up on the fact that he said he was going to pay you with a bank card. We didn't mention one thing about him saying he wants to pay you for burping.
Like, have I ever burped on this podcast? Where did he even conceive that idea? I don't even think I burp.
So maybe that's why he's ready to, shell out the fucking big bucks.
But like, yeah, how much? Like, should I respond? I'm not fucking responding. That was like a year ago. But how much is on that bank card? You know what I'm saying?
Why can't you just respond and say, sure, how much?
I just don't know how to burp.
That is some real shit.
I'm not even trying.
If we drank like 5 seltzers, you
could
might be able to
catch a burp.
Yeah.
I'm finna burp.
I don't burp either, though. Sometimes I can't help it, obviously, but I'm not really out here doing it.
I think it's like an illness, but it's all good. Let's keep it pushing.
Okay. Oh my God. The sleuths and just people on the internet are so fucking funny.
Yeah, like whatever we're saying, don't let that deter you guys. Please, please, please DM both of us. We fucking love the shit out of it.
We do.
Might be featured in an ep.
Yes. I want to talk about friendship as an adult.
Okay. This is a topic that I would argue neither of us know much on. Or we would know,
Me
but we
calling
just...
you my best friend and you're my cousin.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Not saying that we don't have great intel, but just saying we don't really have the proof to the pudding as in friends.
I'm starting to have a little proof to the pudding.
Okay.
And
let's talk about it.
So I think that I've lived this firsthand. And so now I feel like I can talk about it. I have something to offer.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people write in, like, how?
Is it not one of the I'm actually surprised when I'm going through the sleuths questions, how many of them are asking how to make friends later in life.
Yeah, it makes me happy because it's like, oh, they're just like me.
I know, same.
Right?
Same. So this really funny thing happened when I started dating someone who lives in another country.
Mm-hmm.
It's made me reevaluate my life and what I'm doing here physically. Like, okay, I live in the most amazing city in the world.
Right.
There's a chance, because homeboy wants me to move in with him in Europe, I won't be living in New York.
Right.
There's a fat chance that I have now a limited amount of time in this apartment, in this city, in the United States. So what are we going to do about it?
Damn, this shit's kind of heavy.
So this crazy thing has happened where part of me doesn't care as much about certain things. Part of me has now been like, you know, that thing that you've always wanted to do, now's the time to fucking do it.
Oh.
So,
wow.
I've always talked about how I don't nurture my friendships.
Which is true.
Which is very true. And I've always been in a relationship. And so when I wasn't working, I was just hanging out with my boyfriend. Well, now my boyfriend lives across the pond.
Right. So, like, you still are always in a relationship, but there's just a little bit of a distance factor. Let's not brush past that. She has literally never been single for more than 24 hours. It's all good. To each their own. Keep it pushing.
I mean, this last time I was single for like 6 months.
Okay.
It's not my fault that guys are fucking obsessed with me.
It's also true.
So I have a boyfriend, but I can't hang out with him. So
Right.
I got some free time.
Right.
And I decided that I want to nurture my friendships. Also, they've done multiple studies, and when people are on their deathbed, like old people, old folks, on their deathbed, and they get asked, what are your biggest regrets? What do you wish you could have done differently? One of the top ones is, I wish I would have kept my friends or like nurtured my friendships and shit.
You were just gonna let that fucking slide and not tell me that? You know I don't have anybody in my life.
Oh, but I mean,
damn.
I'm like, this is also out of a list of, actually there were only like 8 of the most common regrets. That was one of them.
I feel like I got the other 7 down, but the friend one.
But, well, you don't even, what do I always tell you though when you talk about your friends?
That it's on me to do something about it?
I don't say it's on you, but I do tell you, you know, people are fucked up. People won't align with your values and stuff.
Oh,
And
yes.
if someone is toxic, they can't be in your life. If you have a friend that is, you know, has maybe done you dirty or wrong, but it's in a forgiving, it's something you can forgive. It's not like they fucked your boyfriend.
Right.
Then I kind of think, you know, forgive and forget.
Yeah. Sophia taught me the other day that not everyone you lose is a loss.
Mm-hmm.
And it's for the better for the most time. Okay.
Yes. I've sat in my apartment and thought to myself, why do I not have friends? Why am I not getting invited to do shit? When I talk to the few friends that I do have, they're constantly hanging out with people and hanging out with their girlfriends and being invited to this wedding and this wedding and this wedding. And they're the bridesmaid here and the bridesmaid here. And they're, you know, running around with friends.
Right.
And I thought to myself, why is it that I don't have friends, really? Like, I can count on one hand my friends.
Right.
And there's a lot of reasons. I think one of them being I've been burned really fucking bad. And I was very scared to...
Damn, I forgot about that part.
I'm very scared to enter into, like, any new friendship.
Right.
I'm healed. I'm in a completely different spot. I started to go through my text messages, Alex. The amount of really amazing, incredible, cool girls I have met and exchanged phone numbers with, and they've reached out and been like, let's go to this Pilates class, let's do this, and I haven't responded, was kind of alarming, and I did not feel good about it, and it was just not cool.
I can only imagine.
So I decided, and this has been like a recent thing. I decided, first of all, holy shit, what do they call it? Object impermanence? Permanence? Object permanence. If something is not directly in front of me, it doesn't exist.
Right.
And I'm assuming you have that. No. Okay, I have it bad.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like, really bad.
I know you have it bad.
Yeah. So I decided to go through my phone and fucking respond.
Wow. I don't remember getting a fucking text.
You know what? You're one of the ones on my...
Pinned?
Yeah. Actually, you are pinned. That's for work purposes, though. Don't get excited. I decided to respond, and the other thing is you can't just respond and call it a day.
Oh, you gotta keep responding.
You gotta keep responding, and not only that, you gotta follow through when y'all make plans.
So you have me in the first half, like that response, I'm on it like Blue Bonnet. The continuing.
Then there's the back and forth. Then there's the making plans, looking at your calendar, putting it in the schedule. And then a week later, when it comes down to go get brunch and you're hungover as shit and you feel ugly and you don't want to go anywhere, you still go.
Right. Because if it's on the calendar,
yeah,
it's kind of like, okay, that's on me.
So now that I'm the most popular girl in school and I just have friends everywhere I turn, everywhere I look, everywhere I go.
Right.
I'm starting to pick up on things that girls do to make friends as an adult.
Okay. This could be a lesson.
It can be. And also, when the sloots ask me something and I don't know the answer, I start to try to look out for it, you know,
right,
in my day-to-day life so I can observe and maybe come back with some knowledge. Do girls just slide in on social media
to make friends? Yeah, they do. And I feel like I'd be sliding some DMs and not getting a response.
And that's fine.
But I think that's a parasocial relationship
Oh, right. So, like, you were sliding into someone
Britney
that had 10
Spears.
million followers and they didn't respond. That's okay. Sliding in to the DMs, we talk about shoot your shot with dudes. Shoot your shot with girls that you know that you would like get along with, that post memes that you laugh out loud to.
Yeah, and
Slide in.
you can slide into me, especially. Girls, I need some friends.
Alex,
I'm in Los Angeles. I'm in New York. I'm in Utah. That's probably it. But please, I literally don't have anyone and I would love to hang out.
And Alex is amazing to hang out with. Also, I've had quite a few girls reach out to me who live in Utah who are like, oh my God, like we should meet up when you're there. I'm barely ever there, but Alex is there. And there you have it. Another one is you're going to make friends by hanging out with your friends' friends. Do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
So, for example, I met this girl a year ago and we lost touch.
Mm-hmm.
I remember she was like so cute, so funny, amazing. I decided I went to a mutual friend of ours event and ran into her,
Mm-hmm.
and it rekindled this whole thing. And then we went to dinner the following day. And so it's like putting yourself out there,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and you're going to something where it's like a group of girls. There's going to be, it's more than just like a one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
You're going, that's how you meet people.
Right.
Is literally all you got to do is leave your apartment.
Yeah. Get out there.
Just leave your fucking apartment, and I'm telling you, the world will unfold.
Yeah. That, and also one more thing I want to add is like, what are your special interests? You know, like for example, me, skiing, weed, I don't know, eating vegan food.
Yeah.
So when I was in LA, I went to a lot of weed events.
Love that.
And I met so many people.
Right.
And girls that I have developed relationships with. Maybe it's for content or, you know, events. But, you know, I met some people that like I can relate to actually.
Well, yeah, because
and that I want to spend time with.
Right. Because you guys have this common bond. Like you guys have a commonality. So it's like, let's fucking run it.
Yeah. So just lay out your special interests. If it's yoga, hiking.
100%.
I don't even fucking know what other hobbies there are.
You're looking at me like I'm going to offer up what my hobbies
I know.
are.
There's nothing. So, yeah. You can always find people that way.
I think that's...
And you already have something in common. So, boom. Friendship.
There you go. I think there's this weird stigma and girls, because it's not a natural thing, I guess. I don't know why like going on dating apps and shit is so normalized.
Mm-hmm.
But I was watching a documentary and these two girls were on it who were best friends, and they met because they were on Bumble or Hinge, one of those, and said that they were there looking for friends.
Yeah, there's Bumble BFF.
I did that once.
You did?
Yes.
And
I'm pretty sure like I met this really fun, amazing girl.
okay, so I should be on that.
100%. I know it like it can feel weird, but I think you should.
Yeah, I'm
just
sure
do
my
it.
boyfriend's gonna love seeing Bumble re-download it. Download it for the first time.
Yeah, I think those are all really good ways. And for those of you who are exactly like me, and it does not come naturally to in person go up to someone and be like, I think you're really cute and really funny. Like, let me get your number so we can hang out. I'm not that kind of bitch. I wish I was. I wish I was super friendly like that and I would put myself out there. I'm not. So I think a lot of people feel that way, and you can still make friends without doing that.
Right.
You could do it online, socials, whatever groups are online, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And
Discord.
then all the ways. Discord. But honestly, all the ways that I just mentioned.
Yeah.
Alex,
friendship is out there.
Friendship is out there. We've covered some ground.
Yeah, we have.
And I'm now sweating a lot.
I'm about to pee my pants.
And I need to go pee again. And you're leaving for a flight.
In 4 minutes.
Ugh, so sad. But you know what? We had a great time. And I love you. And Sloots, I love you guys. Alex, let him know where the fuck you be at. Where you finna be at.
I'm finna be on Twitch and Instagram at AlexFranco_meow. Let's hang out on Twitch. And
Please.
Sophia, where can they find you?
Sofia the Not Franklyn with the Y, also on YouTube. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Where do they write in their questions, Alex?
Please write in. Please write in.
Please write in.
We want to hear from you. I don't care if you're like, hey, I had a piece of toast for breakfast or I brushed my teeth once instead of twice today. Write the fuck in.
Yep.
You can write in. It's going to be in the description of this episode. It's going to be in Sophia's bio.
Yep.
Write in.
Write in, guys.
We want to hear from you.
Love you, Sloots. I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.